Let's head to the voicemail of Truth and Reason. Everybody wants to talk about the Deshaun Watson situation.
Yes, this is for Sports for Cleveland. I'm calling concerning Deshaun Watson. It'd be a shame if if the NFL suspends Deshaun Watson for any amount of games for just being a young man, doing young man foolish things. He didn't coerce, he didn't break the law. Let's play football.
All right, as always, appreciate all the voicemails. Jeff, and it's important to note, he would not be punished for breaking any law. It's a code of conduct. It's the NFL, as part of their thing, thinks that their players should have a higher standard that they're held to. So that's what the NFL is basically saying. You're hurting our reputation, for lack of a...
It's important to note that the NFLPA agreed to that as well. They signed off on that higher standard. And it's confusing. I will certainly give the color that. It's a little perplexing that, especially when you have the vagaries that we're dealing with here with the Deshaun case and what happened, what didn't happen, what may have happened, how it was interpreted, how it was reacted to. It's a very unfortunate situation all around. It's unfortunate that the Browns have interjected themselves into it. I know a lot of fans are still very upset that this whole thing is going on while he's in Cleveland and that they're paying him $240 million while all this is going on. That's rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, and I cannot say that you're wrong in feeling that way. But just remember, it's the Browns organization took a very calculated risk here, and they have a very strong belief in it. And their belief is, I think what the caller is insinuating, is that he was found not guilty or not even charged in a court of law that should be good enough for the NFL. And that's, I think, the presumption that the Browns are going on here. And if that doesn't work, that's a monumental, egg all over your house, man. That's, and I don't think they expect that. And quite honestly, based on how Florio has talked about, and based on what we've heard from a few other sources, Dave, you and I know about this. We hear things that it's going to be tough for them to suspend him indefinitely. This isn't one of those situations, but just the thought that he could be gone for more than 6 or 8 games, it seems out of reach to me. It seems like the NFL would be going further than what you would be expected and what would be accepted by the NFLPA. And again, as you brought up, they don't want to deal with Jeffrey Kessler in the court of law. They don't want to have to go to the binding arbitration, because if they lose that, then they look really bad. And then that also throws in, we talked about it last week, the whole CBA that's been agreed to is something that's, then that gets tossed into the air. And that's something that neither party wants. So it's, again, there's a lot that still has to be resolved, but it seems like it's pretty close to, we're going to hear something in the next few days, and hopefully we'll be able to progress and talk about actual football.
Yeah, we'll do that on the other side of the break. Again, the briefs have to be filed by the lawyers next week, and then Sue L. Robinson kind of has to pore over them and then write her decision, which is expected to be over 20 pages. So it may be another 2 weeks, but we'll eventually have some form of closure there, or at least something. It'll move to the next step in the process. Let's put it that way.